What's going on, guys? Hunter here with Goodman Lawn Care. Hope you're having a great day. Know I am. About to do a unboxing back here, unboxing slash review for a Pro-Yama hydraulic log splitter. So we're gonna get this thing started, but before we do that, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and we're gonna roll the intro and get into it. Pro-Yama sent me this log splitter a couple days ago, and we're going to unbox it real quick. I got some logs we're going to try to split with it, see how this thing works. I have a gas hydraulic splitter at my house, but I told him I'd give this one a try. So we'll see how it does. It's supposed to split 13 tons is what it's rated for and everything. My splitter at the house is rated for like 25 tons, I think, so about double this. So I'll really be anxious to see how good this thing works and all that. So, like I said, we're gonna give it a shot. All right, so right off the bat, no assembly is really required to use this thing. It has carrying wheels on the bottom right there, so easy transport, just like that. Put it right back in place. Has some weight on it, it's pretty heavy. But I mean, you know, it's a log splitter. You kind of expect it to have a little bit of weight to it. Put those in there. Just like that. Okay. So I'm just playing with this thing right now. I haven't really. Okay, so pretty simple use there. Figured it out pretty easily. So they do give you an instruction manual, so we'll run through and look at it. So obviously you can see the way this thing's configured. You're going to lay the log just like that right there on there. You're not going to lay it upright or anything like that. And this thing is designed to split horizontal. I don't think you can split vertical with it. You might can, but I think it's designed to split horizontal. So one thing I really like about all of Pro-Yama products is they always give you a product list, a parts list, a detailed parts list on every single part that is built for this thing. So if you ever have something go wrong with it, you can refer back to your user manual and you can look and see exactly what part you need to repair it, to fix it, whatever like that. And it also gives you troubleshooting on this page and tells you how to figure out what exactly is your problem. So once you figure out your problem through the troubleshooting, you just flip back right here and you've got all your parts lists to actually figure out what the problem is. So pretty cool stuff. So to use this thing, the first thing you want to do is you want to tighten this knob right here. And once you get that knob tightened down, or tightened up, I think, Okay, so it's tight now. So you're gonna do it, what's that? Clockwise. You're gonna turn it clockwise. Just like that. So it tightens up. And then that's what moves that, like that. And then to loosen it, you turn it counterclockwise and it loosens it back. So we're gonna tighten it back up because I'm actually got some logs that we're actually gonna split on this thing. So I'm gonna pull the camera off real quick, do a kind of in-depth tour of this thing and give you a little closer look at it, and then I'm gonna cut up some logs and we're gonna use it. All right, so you can see Proyama 13-ton hydraulic log splitter. This is of course your hydraulic cylinder. This is your knob that I was telling you about. So if you're looking at the thing just at the log splitter, just like I'm looking at it now, to tighten it, you're gonna do this right, or to loosen it, you're gonna turn it counterclockwise, just like that. So to tighten it, you're gonna turn it clockwise. So just like that. So now it's ready to go. And as you can see, when I do this right here, it's that motion. That right there pushes out, which is gonna split the log on that wedge. So to loosen it, you're gonna do just that right there. So to tighten it back up, going clockwise again, and just like that. So one thing I like right off the bat of this thing is the look. I know this is not a big thing for a lot of people, but to me this just looks very clean. The silver, gray, whatever you want to call that, the matte color with the shiny orange just looks really, really good. And it has these log holders on there which hold your log in place while you're splitting it. I like that a lot. One big thing I like is going to be the carrying wheels, because like I said, this thing has some weight to it. It's not bad heavy, but it does have some weight, and it makes it easier to transport whenever you can pull it like that. So gets you a carrying handle right there, nice stuff like that. And got good grips on here. You can twist these however you want, because again, they just pop right out just like that, and put them back in. So easy transport for this thing. It'll fit in a small area, small spot, doesn't take up much space in your shop. That's a big plus on this thing. So far so good. I'm ready to cut up some logs and split them up. We'll see how this thing does. All right, so got our log set, got our knob tightened up. So now we're gonna do it. That's just how we're supposed to do it. Okay, so it's not made for short logs. So we're gonna cut just a little bit off that. Not a whole lot. Take two. Okay, so Got one log split. Now we're going to try to split it again. The trick to this thing is to use longer logs. See, I was trying to use this short log right here, and the hydraulic press was not able to push the log enough onto the wedge. So as you see, it was just kind of hitting it, but it couldn't push it all the way through. So when you use the longer logs, I guess it kind of gives you more leverage in a way, and it kind of pushes the log on through the wedge. So what I'll do here in a second, it looks like about a 16-inch log right there that I just split. We're going to take a tape measure and we're actually going to measure these, and I can be able to tell you exactly what the perfect splitting length is for this thing. That way you'll know and you'll have it and everything. So we're going to try to split that one right over there real quick and see if it'll do it. It's a little bit longer than this one, and if not, I got some more over there by the side we can split and do it like that. So there you have it. That is the Proyama 13-ton hydraulic log splitter. You see it split up a couple of those logs just perfectly, just like we like it. Perfect for firewood, throw in the fire pit. You can cut them up with a chainsaw a little bit longer, a little bit shorter if you wanted to use them in your grill or something like that, smoker. But otherwise, we got some good firewood here to use tonight. So a couple things I want to point out about this thing right off the bat. The fact that it won't do shorter logs, which to be honest is not that big of a deal. You don't really want them much shorter than that. Like I said, that's probably about a 16-inch log. The fact that it won't do much smaller logs than that is kind of a downside. But like I said, that's perfect firewood, perfect size, good stuff like that. The big log holders right here, nice plus, holds them on there very nicely. Hydraulics work great on this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and release this. As far as whenever I'm splitting logs and everything, it is not hard to do at all with these logs right here. These logs right here were actually pretty dry. They've been sitting for a little bit. I wouldn't call this really seasoned wood. It's pretty seasoned, but it's not fully seasoned. Still got a little green in it, but I'm sure if you were splitting something a lot more green than that, it might would give you a little bit more force. It might be a little bit tougher to do. But as far as splitting wood like this right here, that's pretty seasoned, ready to burn, this thing is perfect for it. And I mean, these were some pretty thick logs that I was cutting there. You can see that's probably about a 6-inch, 7-inch size log there that I was splitting. So I mean, like I said, pretty good, pretty fair sized log for this little thing. I'm sure it would do much bigger. I don't have anything much bigger on hand, but one day I might actually have to try it and just test this thing out a little bit further. But honest review on this thing cost you about $200 on Amazon. I will leave you a link down below in the description. I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, it split those logs quite nicely once I figured out the correct length and everything. Like I said, about a 16-inch to 18-inch log. It's about all you're going to be able to do on this thing. But that's perfect size for firewood or anything like that you're going to be using it for. So who do I recommend this for? So if you have a firewood business, if you're just starting out on your firewood business and you're trying to make some extra winter money or something like that, and you're trying to get in at a low cost and you want equipment that does the job, this one's probably for you. If you're a commercial log splitter and you're looking to do, you know, like a lot of firewood, I don't really recommend this for that, because you will get tired quick on this thing. But if for the occasional log splitter, you know, somebody who's just going to do firewood around the house, somebody who doesn't want to invest in a gas splitter or an electric splitter or something like that, this is probably the product for you, because you're not going to be using it very often, and when you do use it, you're probably only going to split something just a little bit this or a little bit bigger. So, you know, this is a good product for you to use. And $200 is not a bad deal. It's all stainless steel. So far, I can tell it's a very well-made product. Like I said, easy to transport. These things right here, the handles pop right out. You can lay them, you know, you can't really lay them on there, but you can tote it around wherever you need to go. Has wheels on it. So as far as transport, super easy to transport. Doesn't take up much space in your shop. So like I said, another great product from Proyama. This is the 13-ton hydraulic log splitter, hand splitter. And like I said, it did the job. It did really good. It split those logs quite nicely once I got the correct length in there. So about a 16 to 18 inch log is what you're going to be splitting with this thing. And it works pretty good. So that's about it. Any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. And till next time, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all later.